All right, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube, we are changing the clutch in the old ton truck. Here is the parts that have come out of it. That's the old clutch master in the tank. There's a little spot. Oh shoot! I was trying to avoid doing that. There's a spot for like a zip tie, and it broke, and the ears broke off the side over here too. And so I knew it was leaking, and when I took it apart, I really saw how bad it was leaking internally. I've had to pump it up on the pedal, I don't know, maybe about 11 years now, because it would, lose its prime and you'd have to repump it. And this time it just wouldn't. So I said, well, it's time to check it out and replace it. Word of warning is make sure that everything is fitting, because it doesn't interchange. Like this old plunger won't, you can't use it because it's not the same diameter in the inside. So you have to change it out, and make sure that it's not like you get to do anything except file. I guess the files up front is the old master cylinder, not, the clutch cylinder. I had to basically pry it off the studs. The distance between the studs wasn't exactly right. I'm sure when they welded them into the truck is when it happened, because this one was bad. This one wouldn't fit on it either, and I had to take a chainsaw file and just oblong the holes a little bit until it fit. And the same with the faceplate. I had to do, just oblong the hole. Not much, but probably the thickness of the thread, it just wouldn't go on. I'll show you where this is going to go, and it goes right up in here. Let's see if I can't get up and out of here. It goes right up in here and on these studs. And I asked somebody, and they suggested that I knock the studs in, and that's not wise, because that's just pop metal that thing is made out of. You want it to go on really super easy without binding, and it was clearly in a bind when I took it off. Like I said, I had to pry it off. Here you can see the scratch marks and all that over here, where I had to get the tool underneath it to pry it off. Now on that plunger, there's a pin on the side of the clutch pedal that this, on the side of this clutch pedal, that's in right here, the clutch pedal is on this side of it. There's a pin, and this is going to slip over, and then there's a clip that'll go on over the top of the pin in the keeper to hold it on. I don't think this will actually work its way off that pin, even without the keeper. I plan to put it back on. I'm just saying, if you have to, if you get frustrated trying to take it off, there's a keeper on the end of it, is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna pause this for a minute, and I'm really sucky at this, but hopefully I can restart it without shutting it off, or otherwise we just gotta, do two videos. You know the score, y'all. Okay, hang on. All right, we are back with the magic of cameras. Got it all bolted in. Got the line hooked back on. That was what was underneath this rag in that last frame, so I didn't get nothing in it. Now I'm gonna go underneath and take the slave down, and here's the slave right there. That's a piece we're after next. You just got to put the plunger in, and then put a clip over the end of this little deal here. I got to run into the house and get a pair of pliers. That's the only thing I'm lacking today. Got all kinds of wrenches, tools, bloody knuckles, all that. It's a little bit cramped in there, trying to get that back in and tight. But it fits, and that's from a cripple's perspective in a wheelchair, so it's doable. Okay, I'm going to go underneath, and I'll probably give you a heads up what I find, and then change out the slave like I said, and then we'll go from there. All right, y'all. See you in a minute. All right, y'all. I got no idea if this is upside, downside, or whatever for y'all. But right here is where the slave goes, and the old one was pretty trashed. This thing was trashed all the way around. Not a drop of fluid in the line, so it'd been leaking both top and bottom for a while. I'm going to get the new one in, and then we'll bump this up again, and then hook that rod to clutch pedal and fill it up and see where we're at. All right? All right, we are back one more time. The slave is in place. I have to bleed the bleeder. It's like right here, right in there. I got to bleed it, take some of the air out, and I already put fluid in it, and so it's not leaking or nothing like that. I'm going to bleed out a little air and then pump it up again, see what I can get. We'll see if we can't get it started sometime today.